Yesterday, John Boehner was Speaker of the House. You all come to town and somehow that changes. Tony, we need to schedule these weekly, once a week.
They're fighting for socialism. Why won't our side fight half as hard for freedom and for America? They told us, give us the majority, we'll get rid of Obamacare and amnesty. We did our work. We're not the party of big government, but we're becoming the party of big business.
You talk from a Christian standpoint. You want local school representation. Common Core is a disaster. But you need people that really are tough and smart.
As did ancient Israel, we too have replaced God, the God of our foundation, with idols, serving pleasures, serving profits.
On the economic front, the government dependency has seeped into our entire society. In 1960, 20% of Americans got more from government than they put in. Today, 60%.
And who gets hit most by that? The middle class and poor people. That's one of the things that's driving the income gap. Bernie Sanders would have you believe that it's because rich people exist.
We know that this is not a typical time in politics. Our constitutional rights are under assault each and every day from Washington. All across this country, the American people are waking up. The persecution of religious liberty ends today.
Unless we make some significant, serious changes in the way we govern this nation, then I'll be walking my grandkids through the charred remains of a once great republic and say, here you go, kids, $20 trillion of debt.
Incredibly clear for those of us in Christ. Our citizenship is first and foremost in God's kingdom. It is time to elevate this debate from divisive name-calling, from sound bites without solutions, and start discussing how we can make the country better for all of us if conservative values are put into place and if we elect a true conservative president of the United States.
Now, 6 months, a year ago, if I had come and said that a Christian woman was going to be thrown in jail, locked up in jail for living her faith, the media would have dismissed me as a nutcase. That's where we are today.
You mishandle classified information, you can run for president. You don't believe in gay marriage, they lock you up in jail. That's what's happening in America today.
If you're not willing to fight for the Constitution, for the First Amendment, and for the American family, why are you running for president as a Republican?
We're one of 7 countries that allow abortion on demand at 20 weeks, the 5th month in the pregnancy. Does that make us a better people? I'm trying to get us out of that club.
When I started, the idea that we'd have to represent churches, I would have said, this isn't the Soviet Union. We don't represent churches in this country. Now, every week, we have to represent a new church that's just trying to be a church, just trying to do their ministry, just trying to do what religious organizations do.
Washington is corrupt because it has forgotten who it works for. Government works for you, not the other way around.
The final verdict on our generation is going to be written by Americans who have not yet been born. Let us make sure that they write that we made the right choice. That in the early years of this century, faced with troubling and uncertain times, there were those who believed that the great American story had run its course. But we did not agree. Fear did not lead us to abandon our liberty. We fought for and held on to those things that made us exceptional. And because we did, there was still one place on earth where the individual was more important than the state. There was still one place on earth where you come from does not determine how far you get to go. Because we made the right choice, because we didn't just restore the American dream, we expanded it and extended it to reach more families and more people than ever before. And because we did, for at least one generation more, the American miracle lived on.